We're kicking things off with our story of inspiration. Let's meet a local woman who's living with sickle cell anemia and says the power of positivity has helped her stay focused on her dreams. Pain is something Shantice Allen has dealt with since childhood.
I remember missing school a lot because I would be sick often or I would be in the hospital. I remember as a child, I mostly dealt with back pain in my arms. The pain that's in my chest, honestly, it feels like an elephant is sitting on top of you. As far as the hip pain, it more so feels like somebody is banging on my hips with a hammer. So it's like really, really rough pain.
That pain was due to sickle cell anemia.
Sickle cell anemia is a genetic disorder, so you're born with it, and it's an abnormality of the hemoglobin molecule, so part of your red blood cell. They tend to take on a sickle type of shape, and so they will tend to clump, they'll get caught in the blood vessels, impeding blood flow, and so often they don't live very long. These sickling episodes with the blood cells cause damage to their organs as well as the classic sickle cell pain crisis.
It takes a toll on my body emotionally, physically, mentally, everything, because when you're in a position where sometimes you can't get out of bed, you can't do anything, it's a lot, it's a lot on you.
So it's a very unpredictable onset of pain. It can be very severe pain, and you have no idea how long it's going to last, not necessarily any idea of what brought it on.
As Shantice got older, she knew she wanted to go to college. So she started working with her medical team to find ways to manage her pain episodes.
I have learned to manage them better. I know that during the winter, I have to wear a little bit more extra clothing a little bit earlier than others.
Heat seems to provide comfort to a lot of the people. Heating pads, it's not the same for each person. Other triggers are fatigue, dehydration, stress. I think there's an element of pacing yourself so that you are not going to be the one to pull the all-nighter. It's not going to work.
In addition to being aware of possible pain triggers, Shantice also focused on keeping a positive attitude, putting up inspirational messages around her home.
And I look in the mirror and I see it, it becomes me, and I do start to feel that way.
Shantice is very driven. What goes on in your head is just as important as what's going on elsewhere. So we need to work on filling our heads with positive things.
You have to look in the mirror and know that, like I said before, you have sickle cell does not have you.
Shantice's family also encouraged her to keep looking forward.
It definitely helps if you have somebody that has your back. It definitely helps if you have a strong support system who lets you know that it's okay, you're gonna make it through it, there's light at the end of the tunnel.
While sickle cell anemia is lifelong, these coping skills, along with medication, have kept Shantice on track, and now she's getting ready to graduate from college.
I'm looking forward to, diving headfirst into my career. I know that it's gonna have bad times. I know that I'm gonna have bad times, but I also know that the good outweighs the bad. I think that it's important that your life is not consumed with sickle cell. You have to trump it.
Taking the medications that she does and her attitude and her activities, that's all fabulous. That's success in my mind.
People with sickle cell, I would say the takeaway message is that never, ever let anyone tell you what you can't do. Don't let anyone tell you that you're not normal.
She's doing marvelous. She's pursuing her goals. She's got relationships. So all the things you'd want for anybody her age.
The ultimate goal is that it's gonna be a brighter day. It's not a walk in the park type of thing, but it's definitely manageable, and that it can be dealt with and it can be okay if you just keep going.